The email came at 8:46 a.m. Subject line, "Termination effective immediately." No meeting, no discussion, just a form letter signed by Human Resources but written by her, my wife, the CEO. I sat there in the empty conference room, staring at my own name on a corporate severance notice. She'd done it cleanly, efficiently, like a surgeon removing a tumor. The rumor, apparently, was that I'd mishandled confidential data, a lie, manufactured by her sister, the company's new head of operations. 3 years ago, I'd helped build the company from a rented office and an idea. I hired her sister when no one else would, taught her everything. Now she smiled behind my wife's shoulder during press events, whispering poison with perfect diction. The building suddenly felt too small, the air too polished. I walked out without a word. My access badge beeped red at the elevator. Security avoided eye contact. That night, she didn't come home. Said she was clearing her head. I didn't argue. I'd seen betrayal before, in foreign rooms lit by single bulbs, where men swore loyalty seconds before selling it. Betrayal always sounds the same: polite, controlled, professional. But this time, it wore my wife's perfume. When she finally returned, she spoke like a CEO giving a performance review. Calm, detached. "It's not personal," she said. "You just crossed boundaries. My sister said you accessed her files. I can't risk the optics." "Optics?" I repeated. She nodded, folding her arms. "You'll understand in time. Maybe this break will help you reflect." Reflect. She used that word like she was offering me therapy instead of ruin. For 3 days I stayed silent. She went to work. I watched her car leave each morning, the taillights fading like the last trace of trust. Her sister called once, pretending to be concerned. Her tone cracked around the edges, like she knew I knew. She'd always wanted to be her sister. Same career, same influence, same man. I guess she got 2 out of 3. I replayed the last 6 months in my head. The whispers that stopped when I entered rooms. The sudden push to separate personal and professional life. The forced distance that felt rehearsed. It wasn't just betrayal. It was strategy. And they'd underestimated the one thing I never lost: control. I began where any analyst would: the metadata. Company correspondence, timestamps, hidden revision logs. She'd left fingerprints everywhere. Her sister's laptop was connected to my project folders weeks before my firing. Unauthorized access masked under admin privileges. Hers. I copied everything, quietly, from a mirrored drive she didn't know I'd kept. By the second night, I had a pattern. Emails between them. Coded language. Phase completed. Obstacle removed. He'll see it's for the best. They'd orchestrated it together. The firing, the humiliation, even the internal narrative about misconduct. All to secure full ownership before the company went public. My shares were the only barrier. I didn't confront her. I let her think she'd won. I smiled when she came home, asked about her meetings, poured her wine. She seemed relieved, said, "I knew you'd come to your senses." She didn't realize she was already under observation. Her laptop camera had been mirrored to my private server for days. I watched as she typed emails late at night, deleting drafts only after her sister reviewed them. The calm before justice is always the quietest. On the 4th morning, she asked, "Have you reflected?" I handed her a white envelope. She thought it was a letter of apology. It wasn't. Inside were divorce papers and a copy of an internal audit I'd forwarded to the board an hour earlier. Every falsified report, every unauthorized file access, every transaction linked to her sister's offshore account. Her face drained of color. What did you do?" I leaned back, voice steady. "You fired the wrong man." Her phone started buzzing, her sister calling. The panic in her eyes was almost clinical. She answered, whispering frantically, I heard the words audit, shareholders, and investigation. Her world began to fracture in real time. I stood, buttoned my jacket. "You'll be fine," I said. "You're used to giving statements." She reached for me, trembling. "Please, wait." But I'd already waited. Too long. By noon, the story broke internally. CEO under investigation for misconduct and fraud. Her sister's name appeared beside hers. The board moved swiftly. Suspension pending review. I didn't need to leak it outside. The company's PR machine did the rest. Investors demanded accountability. The press demanded blood. By sunset, their reputations were gone. Clean, professional, irreversible. She showed up at my apartment that night, eyes hollow. "You destroyed us." "No," I said, pouring myself a drink. "I just handed the truth back to its owners." She tried to cry. I didn't flinch. I'd seen better performances in interrogation rooms. She moved out quietly. Her sister fled to another state. The company survived, but neither of them did. Not in the world that mattered to them. I didn't celebrate. There's no victory in truth, only peace in precision. Some nights I reread the email that started it all. Termination, effective immediately. I almost smile. People think betrayal ends with anger. It doesn't. It ends with understanding. You see who they are. You see who you were. And you never go back. In her final message she wrote, "Can we talk?" I deleted it without opening.